Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And I'm back with another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday. Now before we get on with the album I'm going to review today, I forgot to make this announcement on yesterday's video, which was a Titanfall 2 video where I talk about how Son the Hedgehog is dead, where the comic, Archie comic version that is. And the announcement is this: Golden State in 5 games. Yeah, there you go. NBA Finals starts today, the time when I released this video. So there's my predictions for the finals. Golden State in 5 games. Now with that out the way, let's get on with today's video. So I am reviewing Lupe Fiasco's album, debut album in fact, which is called Food and Liquor. So Food and Liquor, like I said, is his debut studio album. Came out September 19th, 2006 on 1st and 15th Entertainment and Atlantic Records. So the songs on this album discuss poverty, Islam, terrorism, racism, and individuality. So this is a deep album here, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens. Obviously, you should know that. This is Lupe Fiasco we're dealing with. If y'all even remember, I'm not even sure he's still going today. That's a good question. Is Lupe still going today? That is a very good question indeed. I truly have no clue, like in the slightest. Well, actually, I take that back. He actually came out with an album called Tetsuo and Youth in 2015, and one either came out this year or supposed to come out this year called Drogas Light. I have no clue what that is. But let's get back to the topic at hand, which is food and liquor. So this joint was recorded from 2003 up to 2006, and the producers involved were, wow, it makes you wonder with this one. Jay-Z was one of his executive producers, but like I said, this was under 1st and 15th Entertainment and Atlantic Records. Nothing about Rockefeller, nothing about Rock Nation, nothing like that. No, not even Def Jam. I don't see anything Def Jam. So that's interesting. Also executive producers are Lupe Fiasco, obviously, and Charles Chili Patton. Also involved with the production are the Neptunes, Kanye West, Mike Shinoda, Craig, how you pronounce that? Kalman, Prolific, Needles with a Z, Soundtrack with no C but 2 Ks, and Brandon Howard. And I believe that's all the producers involved here. Oh, and we also got Chris and Drop, whoever they are. Now, any background info on this album? Let's take a look at this. So, at the age of 19, Fiasco was signed to Epic Records and was a member of a group called The Pack, D-A-P-A-K. The group released one single before splitting up. He later signed a recording contract with Artista Records, but was dropped when President and Chief Executive Officer, or aka CEO, who go by the name of L.A. Reid, was fired. In 2006, recording artist Jay-Z was impressed by Fiasco's feature on Kanye West's Touch the Sky and agreed to become the executive producer of the album. The title of the album, and I want to read about this one right here. Somewhat of a surprise for many coming from a Muslim, that was in parentheses, refers to the various food and liquor stores in Chicago neighborhoods. It also refers to the, and I quote, the constant tug of war between good food and evil liquor, end quote. The title is a philosophy that Fiasco believes about human nature. He went on to elaborate, and I'm quoting him. In Chicago, instead of having bodegas like in New York, the majority of the corner stores are called food and liquors. The store is where everything is at, whether it be the rhino hanging by the store or us as kids going back and forth to the store to buy something. The food, which is what he quoted, is the good part, and liquor, which is what he quoted, is the bad part. I try to balance out both parts of me. So yeah, nothing else here. There's other info on this album, but I ain't gonna get into it because I don't think it's that important. like, you know, as far as the review for this album. If you want to look up on it, you can look it up yourself. Very easy. Now, before we get to the track listing, let me see if this album, this album did make some charts. It was number 8. It peaked at number 8 on Billboard 200. Number 2 in the U.S. top R&B/hip hop albums. Number 1 on the top rap album. 70th out in the ARIA charts. 172nd out in France. 81st in Ireland. 74th in the Netherlands. And 31st in the UK. And it did not get any certifications as it sold around or up to 375,000 copies. So, yeah, there you go with that. I don't think there's anything else regarding the charts, and again, no certifications for this album. So let's get on with the track listings. Now, here's the thing: if you got the original version like I do, there's 16 tracks. But if you got the 5th anniversary edition, the 5th anniversary edition, then you got 4 additional tracks. I'm not reviewing that because I don't have that, and I have not heard any of the 4 songs in that version, so we stick with the original, which means I can only give you a top 3, not top 5, which is kind of a damn shame actually. So let me read you guys the tracks off of this album. First track is called Intro, self-explanatory, followed by Real featuring Sarah Green. You go see that name quite a bit, actually one more time, never mind. Next track is called Just Might Be Okay, O.K. featuring Gemini. You're gonna see that name again. Followed by Kick Push, or Kick, comma Push. Followed by I Got You. Now, those 2 tracks are 2 of his 3 singles, by the way. Track number 6 is called The Instrumental, featuring Jonah Matt Ranger. We'll go with that. Track number 7 is called He Say, comma She Say, featuring Gemini and Sarah Green. There go both of those names again. Track number 8 is called Sunshine. Man, we'll get more of that later. Track number 9 is called Daydreaming without the G, featuring Jill Scott, another single. Followed by The Cool. Next up is Hurt Me So, followed by Pressure featuring Jay-Z. Track number 13 is called American Terrorist featuring Matthew Santos, followed by The Emperor's soundtrack. Next up is Kick, Push 2, and obviously the Roman numeral for 2. And track number 16 is called Outro. Again, self-explanatory. Although that outro is 12 minutes and 13 seconds long. Yeah. Now, in case y'all wondering, the 5th anniversary edition bonus tracks are Theme Music to a Drive-By, titled, how you pronounce this one? Carrera Lou. That one features Prolific, who is a producer, by the way. A producer involved with this album and with the bonus tracks. 2 of the 4 bonus tracks. And What It Do. That's the 4 tracks in the bonus on the 5th anniversary edition, rather. So let's get on with the single. So the first single from Lupe Fiasco for this album, and period, is Kick Push. Now, if you've been around from those times, you may remember this song. So this single came out April 18, 2006. And it describes a love story between a male and a female misfit skateboarders. It has been referred to as, and I quote, a needle in hip-hop's haystack of complacent songs, end quote. Lupe has clarified, and I quote, I'm not a skater, and I don't want to keep putting on the facade or on the face of people who's been skating for 20 years and actually lived out Kick Push. So, and the song's backing track is built around a sample of the instrumental intro of the 1982 song Bolero Medley by Filipina singer Celeste Legaspi. Wow, okay. Kick Push was nominated for a Grammy Award in 2007 for Best Rap Solo Performance and Best Rap Song. It lost that first nominee to T.I.'s What You Know, and it lost the second one to Ludacris' Moneymaker. It was listed at 15th on Pitchfork Media's The Top 100 Songs, or Tracks rather, 2006 list. And the song was also voted 72nd on About.com's Top 100 Rap Songs. I'm tired, folks. But anywho, there's also remixes and freestyles off of this beat, as you expect. Now let's check out the charts. So, It was 66 out in Australia, 27th in the UK singles, 78th on the US Billboard Hot 100, and 56 in the US Hot R&B/hip hop songs. Yeah, that was a really good song. The beat was dope as well. The next single is called I Gotcha, and that one came out August 8th, 2006 in the United States, but it came out November 27th of the same year in the UK. And there was a music video for Kick Push and for this one as well, I Got You. Yeah. And let's see, we got Pharrell, Lupe's sister, and many of his friends made cameo appearances in the video. Now, as far as the charts, it was as high as 86 on the US Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop songs, and it was 140th on the UK singles chart. That's it for I Got You. Let's move on. The third single and the final single is called Daydreaming, which features Jill Scott. This one came out September 11, 2006. The single is based on a sample of Daydream in Blue by I Monster, a song that samples Daydream by Gunter Kelman Crier, which in itself is a cover, the original being written by the Rallis Collection. So that's interesting. A sample that was done by a sample that was a cover for another song. That's crazy. The song's lyrics are a critique of pop culture, especially of the current state of hip-hop music. So that's interesting. There was a music video. There is a music video for this as well as a few remixes, a couple of them actually. Now regarding the charts, it was number 1 in the Denmark Airplay charts, 40th in the Australian singles charts, 25th on the UK singles charts, and 63rd on the US Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop songs charts. So yeah. Now let me give, wow, this is going to be a short video. Now let me give you guys my favorite tracks off of this album from the bottom on up. Kick Push 2 to me is the worst track off this album. Now in the past I have said, oh, just because it's the worst track doesn't mean it sucks or anything like that. Just that they're, well, I ain't saying this song sucks, but it's not good. Like it's at its very best is okay. Kick Push 2 is just okay. That's it. Moving on up, we got Daydreaming, followed by the instrumental, the Emperor soundtrack. Then we got Real, followed by I Gotcha. Then Just Might Be Okay. And then, you know, those 4 right there, the last 4 I just named for you guys are really good. Now let's get to the really good stuff. Kick Push, obviously. Hurt Me So, that's a mellow out joint and it's also deep. There's also a Wikipedia page about that song. I'm not gonna get into it because it's not a single or anything. Next up, American Terrorist featuring Matthew Santos. Now, it's hard to describe the beat that was used for this song, so I'll try my very best to describe it. So if you watch anime or you watch any like action adventure cartoon or fighting cartoon, wherever, and all the good guys have been beaten down except for one, and that one is the main protagonist, the main hero of the show, and he shows up to fight the bad guy that just whooped his friends. This music will play. So it's that heroes arrive at the scene music, ready to whoop some ass or take out the fight or something like that. This song will play. Now, ironically enough, the next best track off this album, Pressure, which features Jay-Z, that one is like a transformation music. So it's like, if you were to hear that, then you're thinking, okay, that same hero, he just got whooped himself, but then something happened, made him transform into a super form or something. That's what that beat sounds like to me, man. And that song have possibly the longest intro to a song ever heard. Now you probably, now what I mean by intro, I don't mean, oh, a bunch of people talking and it lasted for like 10 minutes, then a song came. No, I mean like the beat started and it went through all these changes and things of that nature, and it kept going and going and going. The actual lyrics don't come in for a number of minutes, you know, like that. That's what I mean by that. But Pressure is really, really good. I still listen to that song to this day, and yet it's the 4th best song off this album. So let's look at my top 3. The best song off this album, He Say, She Say, featuring Gemini and Sarah Green. This is a mellow out joint that I still listen to this day, man. And I really like it. That's all I can say about it, man. It's just dope. It's a mellow out joint, man. So yeah. Second best track off this album, The Cool. When I heard The Cool again, I was like, I actually slept on that song, dog. Like, it's been a long time since I heard The Cool, which is actually a title of his, I think his second album. Or is it called The Coolest? It's one of those two. It is called The Cool or The Coolest. Yes, no, it's called The Cool. That's his second album, which I do have, by the way. But I won't be able to review until December. I'll get more on that, I guess, later, whatever. But anywho, The Cool, dope track, dog. Recommend you listen to it. Beat is dope. Everything about it is dope. But best track off this album, Sunshine. This is one of my favorite tracks ever. I still listen to it to this day. So going back to that same hero that showed up at the scene and then transformed. So the fight is over and the celebration music plays. This would be that song right here. This would be that celebration music right here, dog. So the beat is all cold, fast paced, uplifting, positive. It's dope, man. So Sunshine, best track off this album. A lot of good songs off of this album, but Sunshine takes the cake, followed by The Cool. Next up is He Say, She Say, then Pressure, then American Terrorist, then Hurt Me So, which is deep, and then Kick Push. And then everything else was like good or blah. So with that out the way, let's look at some professional ratings. So let's see, as soon as I can find them. Bingo. Metacritic gave it 83 out of 100. All Music gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The AV Club gave it an A. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+. Mojo gave it 4 out of 5 stars. MSN Music gave it A-. NME gave it 7 out of 10. Pitchfork Media gave it 7.9 out of 10. Slant Magazine gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thinking about it, that might be, I might be wrong before saying that. That might be the highest rating ever. That in the AV Club of an A. And then Rolling Stones in Uncut gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So what do I think about this album? Okay. This is a tough one to review because there's obviously classics in here. Sunshine, again, one of my all-time favorites. He Say, She Say, right? I still listen to those two songs. And Hurt Me So, and that's not even in my top 3. That's like my top 6. That's number 6, actually. So I'm gonna have to give this album. Wow, it's tough. It really is tough. But you know what? Screw it. This is a 5 out of freaking 5. So yeah, you should have this album, a physical copy of this album, in your collection. This album is really, really dope. Yeah, there was that one song, Kick Push 2, but there was just so much positives in this album. Lupe lyrically is dope as heck, and the beats used here was dope as heck. He used a lot of producers, Neptune, Kanye, Prolific, you know, so there's a lot of work that went into this album, and this is a 5 out of freaking 5. You should go out and get a physical copy of this album. So yeah, there you go with that. And I probably gonna go on the, even though I have not heard every single Lupe Fiasco album, I only heard his first 3, which are this one, The Cool, and Lasers. After that, I have no clue. There's a Food and Liquor 2, and I already mentioned Tetsuo and Youth and Drogas Light. Oh, actually, that did come out. That came out February 10th of this year. Wow, he been on the 1st and 15th for the long. He must own it. But yeah, Food and Liquor, 5 out of 5. Go out and get a physical copy of this album. So with that out the way, man, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.